Hey guys, it's Sandeep from RevAtlas and welcome to yet another video review, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at an air purifier. So this here is the Sqair. Its design might imply the same, it's a square shape and it's by a company called Smart Air India. And when they reached out to me, it seemed like a really interesting product, particularly in terms of the look itself. It looks very neat, very contemporary and minimalistic, and I really thought that this is something that we should review on RevAtlas for you guys. So now, before we get started, please do make sure to give us a thumbs up if you happen to enjoy the video at the end, and also do hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos such as this. Now, let's get started. So, to start things off, let me clarify that the Sqair is not a smart air purifier. I have already a Mi Air Purifier 2S here at home, and that's what I've been using up until the Sqair came along. So I tried testing both of these side by side to judge which one is better. I've not used way too many air purifiers, but I felt that the Mi Air Purifier 2S is pretty good, especially at the price point, and is kind of like the benchmark in terms of the cost effectiveness that it gives. So what Sqair claims is that this is more efficient and more effective at the same time compared to a Mi Air Purifier 2S, for example. So here are my findings. So firstly, this comes in a beautiful design. I love the fact that it's very minimalistic. It's got a white outer layer. These wooden pegs are here at the bottom. It sort of elevates it from the floor itself, and these have to be screwed on. You kind of have to do a DIY when you actually get it. Not too difficult, of course. It's very easy to do it. It just screws on, no additional apparatus or tools required for the same, and you also get the large HEPA filter with it. So there is an optional carbon filter also that you can add for, but they say that most people, the HEPA filter is good enough, so unless they really need it, they don't need to go for the carbon filter, and that in turn reduces the cost of the Sqair itself. Now, there is no smart connectivity, there's no Bluetooth, there's no Wi-Fi, nothing of that sort. And what you need to do in order to use it is basically make use of the switch here that's located on top. By default, it's in the off position, but it's a rotary dialer similar to the old telephones, if you remember the rotary telephones that was there. So it has different modes. Right now it's on the first mode, but you can actually switch it to the second mode and third mode and so on and so forth. So I'll put it back to the first mode for now, but we'll get back to the different modes later on. So what they claim in terms of the efficiency is hard to judge, considering that there is no sort of indicator on the device or an app that kind of tells you what the air quality index levels are currently. So we actually made use of the Purifier 2S in association with this, and we found that this is actually more efficient and more effective. So it would be, I think, around 10 to 15% faster than the Mi Air Purifier 2S in terms of actually bringing the room air quality index to a more suitable level or a more breathable level. So it's around 10 to 15% faster. But then again, you can't really tell the difference on apps, but you can actually feel the difference. So it's actually a bit faster to get there, but you'll have to rely on a separate AQI monitor or something of that sort in order to judge what the actual thing is. So since it's not smart, it also means that you cannot have an auto mode. So the Air Purifier 2S also had an auto mode. It has laser sensors to kind of detect what the surroundings need and stuff like that, and automatically adjust the speed of the fans for you. But this, you have to go through 3 different steps. There's step 1, step 2 and step 3, and there's step off also. So on each step, it kind of amps his fan speed and also increases the volume also. So another thing that they claim is that this is quieter than the Air Purifier 2S, and that is true, but also not true. So what we found is at the very lowest setting, so currently it's on 1, I'm not sure if you guys can hear it or whether the AC sound is actually louder than this, which is what I feel, but it's really quiet, and is in fact quieter than the Mi Air Purifier 2S. I think we got around 38 decibels or so on the fan of the Sqair when it's at the lowest mode, and in the highest mode it's actually on par with the Mi Air Purifier 2S. So we got a highest score of around 72 decibels, which is practically the same as the Mi Air Purifier 2S, and it's actually higher than what these guys quote at 52 decibels. So on their site they say it's around 52 decibels or something around that, but I actually found it to be around 72 decibels using the decibel meter, and of course even if you put it a bit away, you get around 70 decibels. So it's still higher than what they're quoting, but that's not bad considering it is more effective than the Air Purifier 2S despite having the same level of loudness or the decibel volume. So overall the design is very beautiful. It's easy to replace the filters as well. You just need to click on these two things here, pull the entire thing off, and then replace the filter or add the carbon filter and then put it back on, and it works fairly well. There's no issue with that. Even the overall power consumption is also pretty low. It's a pretty hassle-free experience. In terms of pricing, this is around 7,799 rupees, which is close to 1,300, 1,200 rupees cheaper than the Air Purifier 2S. Now, why would you get this over the Air Purifier 2S? That I think depends on you. Whether you are a person who likes that manual control, whether you're a person who doesn't care about what the actual air quality index is, but rather just wants clean air. So in the sense that people have been working out for a long time before fitness bands or fitness trackers came, but they just wanted some metrics to judge how well they're doing. But that's not necessary, I guess, in the case of air purifiers, where you just want it to work at the end of the day. So rather than having an exact temperature for say a fridge, so you have different cooling modes. So several fridges just come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can set 6 to be the coldest, 1's the lowest, and it doesn't actually tell the exact temperature, but it's getting colder. So that's what is kind of happening here as well. You don't need to know the exact air quality index or the rate at which it's cleaning, as long as it is cleaning at the end of the day, and you just want to know how fast it's clean. So if you want it to be clean quickly, you can set it to 3, knowing that the power consumption would be higher. Or if you want it to be a bit slower, but low power consumption, you can put it to 1, which also gives you lower volume in terms of the fan sound. So for someone like that, I think it makes sense. And overall, definitely I would pick this in terms of the looks over the Air Purifier 2S2, which it itself is a great looking product. I kind of love the way that the Air Purifier 2S looks, but this is a whole another level. It doesn't really look like an air purifier, to be honest. It looks something very contemporary, very minimalistic, and like an art piece, to be honest. So I quite love the design, and that's the main highlight feature. It's also great in terms of the efficiency and in terms of the way it kind of cleans the room itself. Now in terms of pricing, the HEPA filter is around 1,490 rupees if you want to buy a replacement, and they say it lasts around 6 months, while the carbon filter costs you rupees 990, and that can be bought as an add-on from the beginning, or if you want from the next set of refill that you're doing, in case you feel the need to do so. So overall, in terms of the pricing and the availability, it's also available on Amazon and other leading e-retailers. It's at a price of rupees 7,790. So to sum up, it's basically a great air purifier for those who want something that just works efficiently and effortlessly. And it's also great in terms of the overall design and the look. I mean, I would never put my Air Purifier 2S, I think, on the desk, but this is something that I believe can even look good on a desk, as their promotion material does show. So perhaps in your living room or somewhere where you have some space, and it's a negative space, but you want to add some positive element to it, you could possibly put this up there and it would not really look out of place, whereas almost all the other air purifiers on the market will definitely look out of place there, considering the dimensions or the way it's designed. It looks out of place for sure, but this thing really can add an elegance to your home, and it is a good tool. But if you want a little more automation, you should go for the Air Purifier 2S. But if you don't want that, then this is definitely a good buy as well. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, do let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video. See you again in the next one.